With most of the world's religions, women do not enjoy the same prospects for leadership as men, although many claim that Tibetan Buddhism comes closer than most. Separate but equal might be a way to describe the system whereby male monks confer status to other males, and female nuns do the same for other females. The Dalai Lama is said to be supportive of women in leadership roles, but formal support for full ordination of women is not yet a reality, when, at a conference for Western Buddhists, he was moved to tears after hearing the plight of women in the West from the Venerable Thubten Chodron, a Buddhist nun, and others. His advice to them was not to count on immediate or direct support, but rather to persevere on their own and only come to him if they reached insurmountable obstacles. Treating this as the only permission she needed, Chodron took what was probably decent advice for everyone and did just that, forming a monastery on 240 acres of land near Newport and Spokane in Washington in 2003. It is still one of the only monasteries in the United States where women can work toward being fully ordained, and Chodron hopes to make this a reality soon. Now in her mid-60s, she is an accomplished writer, having published 10 books, one in conjunction with the Dalai Lama himself in 2014. The Dalai Lama's supportive words are featured on the monastery's website, saying, "I am happy to give Bhikshuni Thubten Chodron my support and encourage others who share this interest to do likewise." He has also expressed the possibility that the next Dalai Lama might be a woman. There is a spectrum of Islamic traditions in different parts of the world and in different branches of the faith. In some cases, women are prohibited entirely from attending Friday prayers at a mosque, or they must worship separately, or they may attend the same communal services as men, but must sit behind a curtain or the separator, or in other instances must watch a service on a television screen from another room. In the most progressive Muslim communities, such as the one in Los Angeles, women are now leading services exclusively for other women. The Interfaith Center of Los Angeles, which was once a Jewish synagogue, is now the venue for an all-female Friday prayer service led by a woman. The Women's Mosque of America, founded by Hasna Masnavi and Sana Mudalib, held its first service last month and hosted 150 women in a first-of-its-kind event. As with many aspects of Islam, not to mention other world religions, there's often disagreement regarding what the founders intended, as opposed to how traditions have developed in the intervening years. The claim is that the Prophet Muhammad never intended women to be isolated or excluded from communal services, but some in authority feel that the presence of women represents a sexual distraction for the men. Over the years, that has taken different forms, from physical separation to outright exclusion of women from services. The founders make it clear that their goal is not to form a separate women's-only mosque, but to maintain a relationship with the traditional mosques nearby while giving women a sense of empowerment and to demonstrate that they are considered equal to men in the faith. Norse mythology has remained an active part of modern Scandinavian imagination, even though Christianity prevailed as the primary religious belief around 1,000 years ago. That may be about to change to some degree, as a group of people in Iceland seek to revive the formal pagan worship services there. The collective, known as Ásatrúarfélagið, is building a temple to the gods of old, and the Reykjavik City Council has even donated land for the project, but the group estimates that around $1 million will be needed for construction costs. The Ásatrúarfélagið collective was formed in 1972, and interest has been growing ever since. According to its website, the group professes values based on tolerance, honesty, honor, and respect for ancient cultural heritage and nature. It also claims that each person is responsible for themselves and their actions. It's made quite clear that they welcome people from other countries who wish to visit, but in the only part written in English, the site also offers this advice to foreigners who might come. We always welcome visitors from abroad, as well as Icelanders, with an interest in our cultural heritage and spiritual traditions. We respect everyone's interest in the Ásatrúarfélagið and our religious traditions, but we do not necessarily agree with every visitor's idea of the form that the Ásatrú should have in our modern world. Visitors should not assume that we automatically agree with or endorse their own views and practices. Hilmar Orn Hilmarsson, who serves as the collective's high priest, told Reuters, "We see these stories as poetic metaphors and a manifestation of forces of nature and human psychology." He also stated that the group did not promote an actual belief in the existence of these mythical beings, but instead wants to preserve the ideals that they represented. The temple is expected to accommodate 250 worshippers, but the group claims more than 2,400 members, so we assume that worshippers will be advised to arrive early if they wish to get in.